Alright, how's it going, everybody? This is Gotta Transform Mole coming at you today, Monday, with another 3DS gameplay recording in the middle of summer. So apologies for the background noise of the air conditioner. I literally cannot stay in here long if that is not running. So my sincerest apologies, especially with this one, because I don't know how long I'm going. But we are here in Ultra Moon, my actual first Gen 7 gameplay recording, because everything I've done up until now was just Omega Ruby, or no, Alpha Sapphire and Y. So, yay, Gen 7 finally. This is like literally the day after I found my shiny Regirock. 1,462 encounters, so huzzah. Not much over odds, but over odds. 1 in 1,365. I found it in 1462. So almost 100 over odds, but not quite. I'm fine with it. We got it. So the hunt for Registeel's portal is going to be on after I complete probably a couple of these SOS Chain recordings. Or maybe I just do one. I don't know. It's going to depend if I find Registeel before I want to do another 3DS recording. We'll go from there after that. But we are here in Route 7, and we have a bubbling fishing spot that we are going to try to SOS chain on. And per my information, in this location, we have 55%, actually, no bubbling spot. I take it back, we don't want that. Sorry, I just had to, I'm so glad I relooked at this information. So regular fishing spot, we have Magikarp is 55%, Wishy-Washy is 40%, and that is what I want the most. And then Staryu is also 5%. There's no, I mean, the hope is Wishy-Washy, but the goal for this video, and why you see question marks in the corner instead of a specific target, I'm hoping for Wishy-Washy, but whatever Pokemon we fish up, I'm just going with. We're just going to SOS chain it and just see if we can get a shiny with it. So it's going to be either Magikarp, Wishy-Washy, or Staryu. And I'm hoping for Wishy-Washy, because I do need that shiny. Who do we got? It is Magikarp, okay. So we are going to just go ahead and chain, actually, yeah, we're going to chain for Magikarp. Essentially use this as an example. We'll use our Adrenaline Orb, and that'll make Magikarp more likely to call for allies. And I will be keeping track of the chain on my phone off screen here. We're at least getting started with a successful call. So this is more or less all you do to SOS chain. You get one Pokemon, knock it down to 1 HP. Then you just keep knocking out whoever gets called in. That builds up the SOS chain for every successful call. After every 10, or... Oh, okay, Gyarados. Alright. We'll pull up that information again. So a chain of 0 to 10, it's the base odds, 1 in 1,365. When we hit 11, it's 1 in 585, because I have the Shiny Charm. 21 to 30, 1 in 372. And then 31 and up, we hit the max odds of 1 in 273. So I don't know how long we'll end up going. Probably until the Magikarp runs out of Splash is my guess. But yeah, 2 successful calls is a great start. From this point on, I'm going to try and keep the commentary to a minimum and just let the gameplay play. I'll probably make a comment every time we reach a shiny odds increase. Other than that, probably nothing else. And in the off chance it doesn't call for help, rather than like do anything fancy, you can just hit the adrenaline orb again, and it doesn't work because you already have one in effect, but it works as a turn to just get the turn over, and then hopefully it calls for help again. Okay, and the next one should be number 11, which would be the first increase in shiny odds. Whenever it wants to come. was 21. So we should be in the next shiny odds increase. Oh no. Well now. That's a way to end it. Alright, well that was definitely some information gathering for me, to say the least. That was only the second time I've ever tried an SOS chain. The first one, I had hopped around to a few different spots, like with it continually just breaking for some reason I couldn't tell. This time was obviously like struggle because Magikarp ran out of splash, but I don't know, like other attempts at chaining, like the battle kept ending when I wasn't looking at the screen, so I wasn't seeing what was happening. Yeah, obviously that time was struggle. And unfortunately no shiny. We only got up to 25, so that is a problem. As far as chaining for a Magikarp's gonna go, I think I'm gonna have to look up if I'm able to swap Magikarps, because that's something I have not looked into, whether or not you can change the original Pokemon or not that is summoning for help. So I'm gonna have to look into that. I will probably be doing one more SOS chaining playthrough. Doing this again, so hopefully maybe the next one we can get Wishy-Washy. I'm gonna look into whether or not I can change the original Pokemon. Like say if Magikarp summoned another Magikarp, can I keep the new Magikarp and get rid of the old one? I need to look that up and figure that out, because that'll make it easier if I can just swap Magikarps every so often to keep the splash refreshed, I guess. or if I can just do that with any Pokemon going forward. But yeah, that's going to do it for this gameplay video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this. Again, the unfortunate thing is having to record these ahead of time to stay ahead of schedule, to make sure these are ready to upload ahead of time. I do not know how the air conditioning noise is as far as viewer enjoyment, I guess. Is that a factor for people watching? I don't know. Or is it just so quiet and just not even a thing you notice? I don't know. Please let me know in the comments if you hear the AC noise. Like if I shut the sound off. Like I'm curious if you hear it. So please let me know in the comments. Is it a bother? Do you not mind it? I know as far as me doing these gameplay recordings in the summertime, I cannot do it without the air conditioner. So I don't know what I'm gonna do if that's not a good thing for people watching. But I do at least like to know so I can consider options. But in the meantime, that's it for this gameplay recording. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week's. We again will just be continuing with this, I guess. I do want to get one more, and then I'm gonna look for Registeel, or maybe I just do this in Sun. Maybe I do it in Sun because I also have Sun. Ultra Moon is just the one I've mainly been in because of the wormhole resets. Maybe I do it in Sun next time. But I'll have to look at the Pokemon available in Sun and then decide, because I know the Pokemon availability is different between the two games. So I'll have to look and see what's different with this route, I guess. That's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day.